on the iOS, on the other hand, I don't see that much. It's like
Yeah,
more countries with
yeah,
expensive users.
same as usual.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. And here are like top ad networks by ad spend. Again, and we are looking at all gaming genres. Like we release the reports in the past that are focusing on the hyper casual games, but this one is for all genres, right? Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of ROI 101. This is Roman from Tangent, and today I'm joined by Summer from Social Peta. Summer, a few words about yourself.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Summer from Social Peta, and thank you for inviting me and having me here. It's very honored to have this discussion with Mr. Roman, and we can share any aspects and any insights in the business.
Right. And the reason why we're here is that we've done a new report. I know that everyone likes our report. Tangent has been doing like almost every quarter a new report. Social Peta, how often do you do reports? Do you remember? Also, probably every month.
We have like a different frequencies. For example, this half year or
Uh-huh.
yearly reports, yeah, they are like the most crucial ones. And we also have some quarterly reports on some like a vertical field in certain like game genres or like non-gaming categories. But speaking of like overall or like a very comprehensive one, as this one we co-host with Tenjin, we may only have like two in each year, the half year one and the whole year one.
Yeah. Maybe for our viewers, it might be helpful to understand what do you guys do. I saw like you really like this phrase to spy on competitors. Can you like do a quick pitch?
Sure. Yeah. So, like Social Peta, we are like a marketing intelligence platform. And since you mentioned the spy, yeah, we start our business from collecting ad creatives. So the biggest value for advertisers is you can like check or search the creatives of your competitors. You can also see like all the creative inspirations that's in this trend, because we have almost covered all the mainstream global networks, say like Meta, Google, TikTok, Uplevel, or all the top medias, and we cover 70 countries and regions. Basically, if you want to search, also you want to like evaluate, you can see it all on Social Peta. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Let's jump into the report. It's huge. I'll tell you guys, it's huge. It's like 71 one pages. It's the beginning. There are like opinions, insights from different experts. But I really want to ask you, maybe there were like some things that surprised you the most when you just pulled the data.
Yeah. Well, what surprised me most is like a two. I think there are 2 points. One is like what you are like showing like in the very first part. In the first part is like the overall trends. I'm aware that for each advertiser, like for the creative quantity of them, they still need to like remain over 100 ad creatives each month. Even it's less than the quantity comparing with last year. Still, it's very big, very big quantity, which means lots of efforts for the designers or for the user acquisition managers. And secondly is we see somehow for mobile games, uh, for the advertisers, their efforts on the total quantity of a mobile game advertisers, they have a decline in the first half this year comparing with last year. Yeah.
I see. Um, yeah, I kind of agree in terms of the drop in the creatives. Kind of makes sense. I wonder why there are more advertisers now in 2024. Maybe we can like talk about this a little bit. How do you define an advertiser?
Well, we define it as in each month, for the advertisers, they have creatives, they have active creatives, ongoing
Mm,
creatives, which means they have like a paid as campaign at that certain month. So like the total advertisers are still growing, means like it's still quite competitive. It's still quite competitive because for all of them, like a paid ad campaign is still one of the crucial ways to gain
mm,
like new users or installations. And speaking of which, for the creative quantity, because we will evaluate like for a certain advertiser, and we see that after deduplication for in certain months, like what's the creative quantity from this specific advertiser, we evaluate like how many creatives, how many
right.
ads they need. Yeah, they are running. Yeah.
Mm. And do we have a? I think we had countries here, right? Do you remember what was the top countries or top regions? Where were those like new advertisers are from?
From our chart, like the top three competitive, or
Uh-huh.
the biggest advertisers, as you can see, like Western European and the US, they are all like the tier one countries and the regions, and are usually like the most popular or competitive one. Besides, you can also see like Hong Kong, Macau, or Taiwan. Those regions, when if you are like an advertiser, you want to gain your installation there. You also need to prepare lots of marketing efforts, lots of creatives there, if you want to gain the users there.
Yeah. Okay, got it. I'll tell you what didn't surprise me because we also had some portion of tangent data here. We look at the ad spend trends by
Yeah.
country and by platform too, by the way. So this is not surprising. This was like okay. I really like Brazil at number
Brazil,
two
yeah.
in right. India at number seven, Mexico at number eight, because in all those countries the CPI is low.
Yes.
So, right, so advertisers are spending there and they're buying basically a cheap user. So that basically for me it means the opportunity.
You're
So,
right. Yeah.
right,
There are like big populations in those tier two countries. They are
right.
potential. Yeah.
On the iOS, on the other hand, I don't see that much. It's like
Yeah.
more countries with
Yeah.
expensive users.
Same as usual.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. And here are like top ad networks by ad spend. Again, and we're looking at all gaming genres. Like we release the reports in the past that are focusing on the hyper casual games, but this one is for all genres, right?
Yeah. On
Uh,
Android.
yeah, for the Android, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure if there are like any surprises here. Maybe I would think, if not looking at the data, that TikTok would be a bit higher. Not sure how is it with you guys, or if you kind of track the amount of creatives by ad network.
We can. We
Uh-huh.
have we have TikTok. Like nowadays, like TikTok can cover like more countries and regions than recent years,
Uh-huh.
and they also have a good return for puzzle or for casual games, casual, hyper casual. TikTok
I see.
is can perform good.
Mm-hmm. Maybe also Edge is like new for us. I know the guy, so this is yeah,
Uh,
good job, Edge team. On the iOS again, not many surprises. Again, Apple Search Ads. The top 5 is like basically the same as we
yeah,
reported in the past. Yeah, and you can also notice Moloko in both of the slides. So also
yeah,
pretty interesting.
Moloko is rising.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So this is your like ad networks, but you really had a lot of creatives in this report,
Yeah.
and I want to watch a couple of them with you. Maybe let's do this. So this is a cool part. I didn't realize it like initially that you can actually click on the creative.
Do we get the gun or do we go for more
Oops,
truth?
oops, sorry. And you can actually watch it. So I really like this report, this creative, Sama. Maybe let's start with you. Like, do you like it? And what's special about it?
Yeah, I like it. I like it, and this is very popular and very typical. For example, you can see it's vertical. It's vertical. It matches with like a short video media like TikTok, or maybe some other short video applications. And I like all the shooting effects and the parkour effects. Also, we recognize this can be a good case for the lots of popular elements, including like parkour or shooting. This QL, he introduced like the fun parts of gameplay of these games, and it's very make it very attractive. And you see like on somehow on the beneath parts, it also demonstrates the real game screen. So
Right.
it's a very it's a very good combination.
Yeah, I don't see that often, which is like absolutely cool. And the dude actually saying this is a real game. And you know what? I went and downloaded it, so it worked on me too. So it's a part of the gameplay, and this is
Yeah,
what they do there. So it's not a lie, because I feel like the audience is already like getting tired of fake creatives, and they're
yeah.
like, nope.
This is a SLG game. This is a strategy game.
Exactly, but at the
Yeah,
start you play this mini game, so
yeah,
like,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the other thing here, I also noticed in the creatives, they're making like sort of often stupid decisions. So they, I don't know, instead of +10, they take -20 and they lose. And I guess
They
it
want
makes
to.
it, yeah.
They make the viewers want to. They lure the viewers want to download it and
Yeah,
like prove themselves
exactly.
and play
Exactly.
better. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very very effective
Yeah,
approach.
yeah, yeah. I see all of the guys that know what they're doing, they're all like
Yeah,
doing this sort of trick.
it turns out, like not only like the CPI runs good, but also like the retention somehow also really good. This is really a very very good and typical for like Last Wall. When you check Last Wall's ad creatives, they use the format like all the time.
I see, I see. Yeah. Yeah. What, maybe we can talk about a couple of other creatives. Can
Sure.
you pick ones that you liked?
Yeah, I like the third one. Third one is sorry, can you like roll down to the strategy? Yeah, strategy. Yeah, the third one, eye-catching drama. Sorry, can you roll back? Roll back.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The third one. The third one. Yes, yes.
Here.
Yeah. This is another very typical template. It's a little bit, it's a little bit longer than like a usual videos, but you can see at the very beginning of this video, it starts with this attractive lady, like playing with other characters, and then it switched to like the stories related with the mafia city with gangs, and give you different like options. You can choose different option and decide whether you can level up or not, whether you can change your whole life. So it's also like a combination, like the very first second decide whether the viewers want to see it all or not. So they use like something very attractive, but maybe not very related as a hook, and then change to the gameplay to find the overlapped parts and attract the viewers.
Yeah. And they made it 1 minute long, right? And they basically
a little bit long. Yeah.
Right. So does it make sense? So for example, if I have three good performing creatives, does it make sense to combine it in one like these guys did?
Well, you asked a very good question. You ask a very good question. For this game specifically, they have their own characters. They are related with the game, and they can like combine so many dramatic like stories. So when you view it, you doesn't feel well the video is very long, because they have a lot like the turnarounds like all the time. You just want to seek out whether this hero can change his life by choosing the right choice. So you are so dive into it. For this game, I have to say it's okay. It's okay.
I see. Yeah. And I see it's localized, right? Not sure what language it is, to be honest. Maybe Vietnamese. I don't know.
Not sure.
Yeah, but how often do advertisers kind of translate their videos into all sort of languages?
How often? Well, it depends. It depends on their like all campaign schedule. For very top like language audience, say Spanish or like the top regions, they will definitely do the localization with the specific tests, and even in the words in the videos, they need to be localized. Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you know what language was that, please let me know in the comments. I said Vietnamese. Now I'm sure it's not Vietnamese 100%. Let's look at the other one.
There is also a very typical one. You just let me double check. You wrote down a little bit.
Down.
Yeah. Maybe it's in role play or casino.
Okay.
Okay. Let me take a look. Sorry, let me take a look.
RPG.
Oh yeah, like in this page, and the lady in the middle, AI generated. Well, yeah, this one is a very typical AIGC style ad creatives. For example, all the models, all the ladies, they just look like AI models, and it's very simple. It's very simple and straightforward. You can tell it looks a little bit like a slide slide by slide, but you
Right.
can you can add some visual or sound effects, and then it's a video.
I see. Yeah, I saw another one like similar to this in the
Yeah, in
report
our report there is another one. Yeah,
for the mushroom.
mushroom. Yes,
Again.
mushroom.
Let me show it. I think it's like should be like relatively easier and cheap to make.
You are right.
And-
You're so right. Yeah.
Right, and seems like it's performing well, right? What do you say here?
Yes. Maybe wrote down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very similar.
Sorry again, but the music is always like pretty groovy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, but all the theme, all the ideas, they are very similar. They use in 15 or 20 seconds, they change like 3 or 4 things, and add the visual effects on those picture, make the picture into like a video, and added like the sound effects. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but you had even a separate like section in the report
Yes.
for this AI generated
We do.
creatives, right?
Yeah, we do.
Talk about it. Let me show the section that I'm talking about. This is the mini games. I think it's also worth talking about the mini games too, but let's start with this. Yeah, what do we see here?
So you can see from the chart. When we talk about ad creative trend, there are some, big changes from time to time. At the very early stages, like 2015 or 2016, majority advertisers can gain installations through pictures. Once they have a good picture, it can be, effective for more than a month, even in some tier 1 countries and regions. But at that time, on one side, like Facebook start guide advertiser produce like some GIF video or MP4 videos to make better ad creatives to improve the user experience. On the other side, TikTok is becoming more and more popular. People get used to videos content. So in that time, between 2016 to 2023, before ChatGPT launched, the ratio of video creatives we see is growing like all the time. The ratio, the proportion is growing. Somehow, from last March, the widespread usage of ChatGPT, OpenAI, and you can see from this chart, like from last year, the image creative start growing, and the proportion is growing because the advertisers find they can quickly and easily, like you just talk about, the benchmark is lower. They can quickly and easily produce images, ad creatives, and also make it also easier to make the image into video. Some of them they can use to test. Some of them, if they are good enough, they can directly use to do scale up. So we can see like a image proportion is growing, among which like a AIGC image or AIGC video are growing.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll only see those in the future, or like audience will
we do. We will.
Yeah, or maybe I'm not sure if ad networks will want to kind of moderate it at all, just to say, because do they care? I'm not sure. Maybe case by case, but yeah, very interesting. I mentioned the mini games, and this is the mushroom games that I mentioned too. Let's define a mini game. What is a mini game?
Well, we reckon that the mini game we talk about, like in our reports, we specifically refers to like the instant games in like social media, like WeChat or TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
which means you don't need to start with like a download this application. You can directly play it when you are using like a WeChat or like a TikTok. There are certain entries. It can because it's very it's very strong social element. You can play with your connects, but somehow, well, this is like a very typical like a mini game scenarios. Somehow we mentioned some certain case like a Legend of Mushroom. This one is very successful. It starts like from Chinese WeChat or TikTok and have very good, download and revenue. So like this developer reckon, well, this is a popular theme. We should make it as an application. So they start from instant games, then change it to application and to launch it like overseas, like in US or in other countries and regions.
Got it. Okay. This is a cool idea because also downloaded the Legend of Mushroom just to see what it is on my phone. Right. I wanted to ask you, when you say can you maybe clarify the duplicated creatives column here? Like what does it mean and why is it helpful?
Well, this is like a definition on our dashboard. When we like capture like the ad creatives, some of them they are identical. For example, we see it not only from the same advertiser, but also they have we have seen it from like the same system, same network, and all the dimensions formats are the same. So we merge it as one result to make the data neat.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. Sarah, we're running out of time, so I want to jump into the last question, the predictions. And I don't want predictions for 2024 because it's only a couple of months left. I need predictions for 2025. What do you think? What will happen?
Well, it's an interesting question. Well, we see like there are like something changed each year, and still something they can remain for the following years. So basically, we reckon that AIGC will still be one of the trends in the upcoming year, because like clearly from the feedbacks of like the clients, like a game developer or publishers, they still reckon that like AIGC creative can help them cut time and cost. So like a cost saving will still be like the top issue for most of the companies in the next year. And secondly, we reckon that still like when we talked about like performance advertising, creative will still be one of the most important elements for the whole procedure, because like other elements like how to control the audience and how to use each platform as elements, you cannot 100% manage it. So like ad creative will still be a core element. And the last one it's a little bit personal, because when I review like the creative in recent years, I find that they are maybe it's because like the popularity of TikTok, which has made like the people's attention span is very short. You need like speed up everything. So I guess that in the upcoming years, in the upcoming year, like the video creatives, the pace of video creatives will still be accelerating.
Got it. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. What do you think about the user-generated content? Like the ones, like for example, we saw with the guy talking about that.
It's still be like one of the effective and popular elements. We see this trend, like it's becoming like popular maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and at that time it's only like used in certain game genres, like role play. They start to use user generated element, but now we see in more and more regions and in more and more game genres, they are like using like UGCs a lot. Still be popular.
Yeah, I guess it becomes more available now, and I think it can also be combined with AI. I'm not sure how good it is, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll leave the link to the report in the description. As I said, like there's 70 pages there, so we could not cover all of it. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. As you know, we're happy to reply. We're happy to do more videos on the topic. Give us a like, of course. Thanks so much, Sarah.
Thank you. Yeah, have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you too. Cheers.
Bye.